It's time to head home, ladies and gentlemen, because today on Fire Emblem Sacred Stones, the group are heading back to Rhaenys. And also, if you wonder what that weird skip at the beginning was, it's because certain units like Franz and Thing, they were like inches away from reaching, like going to the next level, so I used the tower just to get them there, and that was it. Nothing more, nothing less. So we're going back and facing the traitor Orson, who looks like he's seen better days based on that sprite. Like, seriously, he looks really fucking bad. But this is the point in the game where, because this is something Fire Emblem always tends to do. They have one point, maybe multiple, but usually one point in the game, in their games, where suddenly shit gets really fucking dark. Either something really tragic happens, you learn of an event that was really awful, or something like that, or like a truth is revealed that's just way too shocking. Certain games do it more than others, but this is the one. This is when, well, Sacred Stones, the tragic part is when you learn about, kind of tragic is when you learn about Leon's fate and Vigard, but this one especially, it's like, when Joshua's mum died, that's sad too, but this one really hits home because, again, Seth's talking about, he was very devoted to his wife, and obviously Orson lost her, and that's, it's very difficult to deal with. It's actually quite funny. I just recently saw How to Train Your Dragon Hidden World, and then Stoic, Hiccup's dad was talking about how love and loss are two sides of the same coin, where love is a great thing, but you've got to, loss comes with it, you've got to pay the price for that, but love is worth it at the end of the day. But some people, that loss is too much to bear, which is understandable, when you love someone so much and they pass away, it hurts, it really hurts, and life can seem incredibly hard, so it's understandable for people to change because of it, especially in the case of Orson, because spoilers, I'm just going to say it as it is, basically they use what they did with Vigard to keep Orson's wife quote-unquote alive, but all she does is say darling, but she's basically a zombie. But for Orson, that's enough, just to see his wife moving again, basically. It's, that's what makes him happy. And it's understandable, because if you love someone so much, especially because, I reckon in Orson's case, the wife is all he had, because he is a dedicated knight. It's not like he had, obviously he probably had friends, but he didn't have any children, or he probably didn't have any siblings, or anything like that. And stuff like that. So his wife is all he has, and then ever since he lost it, he's like, oh shit, what do I do? And so on. And then, oh crap, my wife's come back, I'm so happy. It's like, fine, you got betrayed by Rhaenys. Don't care. I will do it. And it's sad because, it's not like he was, say, a neutral unit who this happened to. He was legitimately one of our friends, and then he betrayed us. But I can get his motivation. But this is also why Fire Emblem does. This is one of the moments of Fire Emblem that's so sad. You have this idea where, someone came back to life, even though they're not even alive, but it's so much for him that he would betray them. And again, he's done that weird skip thing. But yeah, so, and it is really dark because his wife is basically he's basically he betrayed all his people for a zombie, but to him that's all he wanted. And again, Fire Emblem's done this before. If you want a good example, it echoes when Brakut, because he's so angry and so upset about Arm winning, and he just feels so betrayed, he sacrifices Renea, and she turns to this demon spirit, and he goes mad because of it. That's kind of fucked up because he basically sacrificed his wife, who at no point showed any hostility towards anyone. She's probably one of the nicest people in Fire Emblem, and she died because of it. And he just turned mad. In Path of Radiance, there's that bit in the Lagoose dungeon when you find out they've all literally been warped to death and stuff like that. Or when you find out about the Heron massacre, holy shit, what went down, especially in Laurent's memories, it's like, holy shit, man. It's one of those holy shit moments. Or say, in Fire Emblem 7, when you find out about Nino's family, or when Eliwood accidentally kills Ninian, it's like a holy shit moment. It really hits home. But I think that's what makes Fire Emblem so strong story-wise, because it has those moments which, though it doesn't, obviously it doesn't ever get too fucked up. I've yet to see Fire Emblem do a really violent on-screen bloody massacre or a rape scene, even though Narcian did attempt to rape Clarine. But I've yet to see that, but it has those dark moments. Also for Franz, Paladin's better choice, but I went Great Knight because I wanted to, because Seth is my paladin, so I have Franz as my Great Knight. Yeah, he's got less move, but it increases his bulk, and he's got better caps. Granted, caps don't mean much in GBA because you really don't need to cap stats, but, I just wanted to make him different. And he gets axes. And yep, here we go. Now, I remember I give the Swift things to Gilliam because you know how I am with, what do you call it? With, what's his face? Yeah, with, generals. I always like to give them the boots. That's just how I roll. You know me, ladies and gentlemen, you know me. Now, did I use the... I can't remember who used the tome on. Oh yeah, I used it on Erica. Why? Because I'm going to be using a long tome, so I might as well. So yeah, there you go. Maturity increased. And by that I mean she basically, you know... Her growth rates have increased. I think all of them increased by like 5% or something? Yeah, Francis last move, but don't worry, we're making good use out of him. Okay, so chapter 16. I like this level. It is, admittedly, a bit big, but an enemy variety isn't the best. But I like the way it's laid out. I like that there's treasure to get. And this is the game isn't shy to throw pre-promotes at you. And again, story-wise, I really like this chapter. Another thing I was going to say is I would advise bringing movement and res units, because there will be quite a lot of like bolting and type people to deal with you, and you've also got to move through the castle. So, ideally, paladins and Pegasus Knights, excellent at this map, excellent. Also, I recommend a good sword unit to deal with those warriors. So again, paladin. Oh yeah, there's the guiding ring, but not just yet. We have to wait till we get to level 15, which we do get to soon. Soon enough. Yeah, both Ewan and Ross promote this chapter. Don't worry. And and then. Yeah, and Gilliam and Colm are going to go nuts on those people. Because remember, Gilliam can use swords now. They gave them swords as sacred stones, and oh god, it feels good. Oh yeah, I forgot to turn battle animations on. Because for the thing, I turned battle animations off. So, you know. Oh, at least Ephraim leveled up. Don't worry, I'll turn them back on at the end of the, in the next turn. Take the skill. He's not very fast, is he? Oh well. He's skillful. And then they start moving. I mean, this chapter would have been a bit better. It also, I think it's interesting. If you do Ephraim's route, you start on the left. Erica's route, you start on the right. So it does change things up a bit. I reckon if there was better enemy variety in this chapter and more to fight throughout, because the enemies, you got to travel a bit just to encounter them. They were more spread out throughout the type of thing. Granted, there are respawning units, but that's, you know, what do you call it? That's later. If there were more units to begin with spread out throughout the map, I think that would have been a bit better. But I still like this map overall. Not my favourite, but I think it's pretty solid. And there he goes. Colm away. Oh my god, what is it with you, Colm? I don't care if you got good defense, dodge for fuck's sake. God, he feels like, oh, just because he got good defense, he can just tank everything. Doesn't work like that, you ass. And yeah, Swift Shoes. Hand axe good thingamajig. I always do that with knights. I know I'm not supposed to, but I do. I think the only farming game I don't do it is maybe Fates and Awakening, because you only get +1 move. +2 makes a world of difference. Though I think I might do it. I can't remember. I just do it for all the other games. Oh no, I don't do it for Tellius either. Because Tellius, I usually give the boots to Rayson. Because I like it, because again, if he's got extra move, he can easily reach a lot of units that are bunched together and get away at the same time. So, you know, GBA is when I do generals. But then again, ironically, that's when I like using knights the most. Because in Tellius, alright, Gateway I use in Radiant Dawn quite a bit. And I use him in Path of Radiance, but not that much. Radiant Dawn I use him quite a bit until endgame, because he really doesn't have, like, I swear to god, he really falls off when it comes to the dragons. But I think that's because generals in that game don't have good caps. Or like marshals, that class doesn't have good caps, and caps everything in Radiant Dawn. But yeah, so I don't use fingers that much in Tellius. Obviously, every Ford, fucking don't. I have been able to use Arden in certain bits, but rarely. GBA, ironically, even though, you know, Gilliam's not good, Amelia sucks, Gwendolyn's, well, the knights in general in that thing are awful, and, you know, Wallace sucks, and Osmond's alright. You know, I actually like using knights a lot in the GBA series, and I don't know why, I just really do. Maybe because, unlike, well, Tellius, the map sizes aren't unbelievably big. Like, well, Path of Radiance is not so mount focused. I mean, granted, Biden Beta is mount focused, not as much Path of Radiance. And Radiant Dawn, again, because of the caps. So, with generals, is not a big of an issue. And in terms of Fates and thing, alright, Effie I always use Effie, and I sometimes throw Benny in there. I like using that. But Awakening, I like using Kiel, but not really, I don't really like using, what's his face? Kellum. I don't know why, but I really like using Kiel. But yeah, I think GBA is where I like Knights the most, even though, you know, they're not even that good. I think honestly, Knights from an objective point of view, I think they were at their best in the 3DS era, primarily because, well, not 3DS era, specifically, I think they were at their best in, also, I'm not counting Echoes, because it goes Soldier Knight thingamajig, so that's different. Also, Echoes, you don't have limited deployment, so, you know, thingamajig, god, that looks so cool. I like them I think they're at their best in Fates because not only did Effie join very early on and just have really good strength so she could really hit hard, and she's actually got good speed growth too, so she has that usefulness even though the low move, but also because, what's its face? The enemy, like, the Wary Fighter skill, which is very useful specifically for generals and I think for the thingy pathway, because even when Benny joins, he joins with really good bulk. What do you call it? For the enemies, Wary Fighter, it makes generals more of a threat because you can't really double them. You've got to just go in with a really strong attack, and even then they'll probably hit you back with something. And also, like for Effie and Benny, even though Effie, you know, if her speed's really good, might as well make her a great knight. For Effie and Benny, it can benefit them because the enemies in the Birthright are mostly really fucking fast. So you can have them tank a lot of units just through their bulk alone and don't have to worry about being doubled because of Wary Fighter. So it's very useful specifically for the Knight class. For any other class, hell no. But for the Knight class, Wary Fighter is a very useful skill. And in Heroes, God, it is quite useful. Unless they have the whole guarantee follow-up attack thing, because God knows, that's how you get good in Heroes. How you either have the attack from both ranges, and B, guarantee follow-up attack. It's pretty much how it goes. So yeah, here come the warriors, and Gilliam's just like, whatever. No time for this. I love the giant, just how giant this all. I mean, if someone wants to actually point out which game they're best in, like, maybe Echoes, because they start out as thingamajigs and they're also really, really fucking bulky at an early point on. I don't know. I don't know who the best are, like what their best incarnation is, but I always felt Fate specifically was where they're at their best. But that's me. God, Knights didn't start getting good until FE7. It was a while. Nope. Yeah, I don't think I had a javelin, so it's a fucking short spear. Because remember, I don't have much money. That's what this chapter's for. Get money. Another thing interesting about this chapter is that Orson will have an exclusive conversation with Erica and Ephraim, but only depending on which character you chose in the pathway. So in this case, we don't see Ephraim's one, we only see Erica's, which is odd. Yeah, I don't get it either. I thought you'd get both, but fair enough. Maybe it's a bit more personal. Also, another thing that's interesting is that in the Japanese version, Erica's pathway has a lot of magic units, Ephraim's has a lot more physical units, and Orson's weapons change. I think he's got a rune sword and a silver lance in the thingamajig, in the Erica's route, but in the Ephraim's route, he's got a spear and a silver sword. So I like that it changes up things slightly. And yeah, that's what I said, there's going to be a lot of units like this on trying to attack. So, good res and good speed and high movement is ideal. So just Pegasus, actually, you know what would be great? Falcon Knights, because they got swords, they can go against them. Ow. Fuck you. Oh, you're lucky I've got a good speed stat. Ugh. That Luna has 0 crit. Wait, did I give him the thingy guard? He hit him. He did hit him. I'll give him that. He hit him. He officially capped and got a good level up too. HP strengthens speed. Yeah, so here come the respawners. They're not that big of a threat, but they're there. And Fran's just like, yep, I've got a hand axe and I can do this all day. My wrestling may not be the best, but I've got tree protection. Tree protection! I wasn't taking chances with this dude. I'm like, fuck it, die. Can kill a lance, man. Love him. So yeah, now we just wait. But as you can see, Colm with a steel sword, 14 damage, and he's pretty much... Well, I say he's not going to get hit, but you know Colm. Also, if I remember correctly, he got some really good level ups during this. I can't remember about how well. But hey, he's got strength and he's got the 3 most important stats. He's got 11 defense. I think that's what's surprising. His defense is in the double digits. Nope. See, even if they hit, they only deal 6 damage. I deal twice as much as you, +1. And double. Oi, oi, oi. Yeah, he's gonna straight up kill them. It doesn't help that Gilliam can only use an iron sword right now. But hey, it's better than nothing. And Colm, yeah, again, he gets extra experience points because he's a thief. And also, I'm glad they're not scared to use the silver weapons. Yes, use the damn silver weapons. Use those weapons. They're there for a reason. And level up again. What's he get this time? I do not know. Oh, look at that. Now we got 2 of the other stats. I'll take the extra res too. You know, could be useful. Yeah, they throw Great Knights at you, but again, they're not... What is it with 21 HP in this game? Sacred Stone, so everyone has 21 HP. Why 21? Because fuck it. Seriously though. Alright, I think that's Sacred Stone's biggest problem I've noticed. Aside from, you know, so, enemies overall have bad numbers, but I think that the low HP is what really hurts them. Their HP is a fucking joke. Like this cabinet's got 29. That's more like it. 29 HP, that's more like it. What's this 21 bullshit? I'm sorry. I don't care if your other stats are good. This 21 HP is fucking disgraceful. You should not have that little HP. Especially if you're a promoter unit. No. Just no. Yeah, something tells me you're not going to land that hit. Watch how he does. Nah, I don't think so. This is what happens. Purge Vanessa. Yeah, go after the fucking Pegasus Knight. I don't care if you hit. It's only 12. Even then, go after the Falcon that way, don't you? Oh, he should attack. Oh, Nimi's here. I completely forgot Nimi was here. Nope. That's usually also a tell with throwing weapons that they go slower, but that they're going to miss. They move a bit slower. Oh, he's got this Lunar Tome, but again, only 12. And it's a 2% crit. Oh my god, really? Vanessa, just because you can shrug off magic attacks doesn't mean you just shouldn't dodge them. Fuck you, I do what I like. Hey, you gotta get plus something to get speed. And chest key, alright. Okay, drop that because I can use it later. Thank god I got shit res, and I've got good speed. See, 37 HP, that's more like it. Even though they are gonna die. Also, if you look close at the warrior spray, it looks kind of weird, like they got a visor around their eyes. It's just kind of odd that way. Yeah, you got Cavaliers coming up this way, which... Oh no, Ross is going to deal with this too. Nice. They got heroes at the throne room which have swords and axes, so be careful. Oh, look at that, 20 strength. Well, that's a cap. He's like Cormac, just... Yeah, he's got 10 speed as well. He's like Cormac, just on the ground and uses axes. 0 hit. Wow. Wow, this guy, he didn't pass the academy. He's special. He didn't pass trading. There they are. God, they can barely move. Yeah, see, he's got Silver Sword. Again, they're not afraid to use the good weapons. Thank you. Can he double him? I don't think so. Oh, he can. Sweet. Can't crit though. And then he should attack. No, small Great Knights. Like I said, I never understood the 6th move. I get it that you're like a heavy armored unit on a horse, but 7, at least just keep it at 7, which they did in the later games. Will Colin be able to dodge this one? Yes. Wahaha! I love the assassin look. Got going for that like Persian style assassin, and I think it's awesome. Well, that one's a lot more accurate, but it deals 1 less damage. And it still missed. You can't escape to get me, for I'm Cole. Oh, yeah, healers healing away. I can't remember if I attack the thingamajig or I just go straight for the mages. I think I just go straight for the mages. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to stop here for now, but when we come back, we're going to promote Ross, we're going to explore the rest of this castle, get all the treasure, we're going to take down Orson, feel sad about it, and then we're going to promote both Erica and Ephraim. We're going to see just how powerful they become. And knowing Erica, she's going to rub in everyone's faces, because I have strength, I have strength, I have strength! But until then, thank you all very much for watching, we'll see you next time, take care, and have a wonderful day.